Uh, well, everybody should be able to hear me. Shouldn't be a problem, but you already know. If it comes to it, um, if it comes to it, we are streaming elsewhere on the Red and the other Red app. Um, just because we know this is gonna be one of those. This is gonna be one of those that I know people ain't gonna agree with me. I already know that. I already know people are gonna try to. People are gonna probably try to mass report me on this one on this topic. So definitely, if y'all haven't already, check out the link in the bio. Um, check it out from there because it's this isn't an easy topic to continue talking about. Because the thing is I'm all for actually detaining criminals. I'm all for that. I'm all for criminals being detained. I'm all for criminals being deported. I'm all for legitimate criminals being deported, not brown people, not people because they look brown. The incident we had today was a white woman. So this wasn't a non-immigrant that was trying to do something, and then the fact that Department of Homeland Security, Kristi Noem's dumbass, is trying to say that it was self-defense when everybody's seen the videos. The video has been circulating. The video right now, they are trying to minimize the amount that it is published, the amount that it is being pushed out, and the amount that people are being able to see it. I already know this live is going to be restricted as much as possible because they're not going to like to hear people talking about this scenario. People don't want to hear about it, and especially it's going to be um, these same people that supported yesterday having the Proud Boys march. It's the same people that are okay with this. It's the same people that see nothing wrong with this. It's the same people that don't think that the Proud Boys were wrong. It's the same people that, even though people were convicted of committing a crime on January 6th, still want to act like there wasn't a riot or they didn't break into the Capitol. You've seen the videos of people breaking windows. That is not a guided tour. If you break into any building, you break into anywhere, that's what it is. The problem that we have is that we have conservative idiots, we have Republican idiots, we have MAGA idiots that think this is okay. The same way MAGA's dumbasses think that it's okay for people to just walk into a school to check if there's kids in there or walk into a daycare center because, oh, we want to make sure there's kids in there. What right do you have to go and invite yourself? Because nobody invited you. You don't have no jurisdiction there. You don't have any kind of publicity, not even a reporter, not an investigator. You're not from the state. And you believe that because you are a U.S. citizen, you have the right to enter any daycare facility you choose? You have no right to enter a facility with kids. I don't give a fuck if you say it's our money. You ain't even from that place. You're not paying any taxes towards that. You're not a part of that state. I bet you live probably 2,000 miles or 100 miles away from it. And you want to say, oh, because I pay for it. According to you, you don't want kids to get any kind of funding. So if you're paying for it, please show us the receipts of where the fuck you getting the money. Please show me the receipts of where your tax money is going directly to pay for any of the shit you saying. Because if you can't do that, shut the fuck up. Because clearly you just want to run your mouth because it's like, it's my tax dollars. If you live in a red state, my tax dollars, people in a blue state's tax dollars are subsidizing your poor ass state. So if your state can't even facilitate saving itself, how the fuck are you going to tell me that you're putting money into another state? You can't even run your own state properly. The Republicans that own your state can't even fund your state properly. But all of a sudden, there's fraud and all this, which has already been covered. People have already been convicted. But here you have ICE just shooting people. Shooting people. Because you can see in the video, because the thing is everybody's on here. Because the thing is most of MAGA is listening to their right-wing media outlets or their right-wing grifters. Because they're not content creators. That's what these people are. All of y'all are just grifters. That's what it is with Republicans and MAGA. Just straight up grifters. Y'all not trying to fix anything. Y'all just trying to find a way that y'all can make money by blaming somebody else for the reason that you can't make it yourself. It's plain and simple. That's plain as day. Ain't nobody listening. The funny thing is Republicans, the funnier thing is that MAGA right now has already made up their mind, but they haven't even seen the video. You notice one thing about the video that y'all don't talk about? Why is it that after that person fired that shot, which I have the picture of him in my profile, after he fired the shot, the other ICE officers tried to run away and they backed up. Like, oh shit, he shot a shot. Because they know damn well they weren't supposed to fire a fucking weapon there. They went to try to snatch a person out their vehicle. So now my thing is if all these Second Amendment Republicans and MAGA and all this bullshit that they have, if that woman would have opened fire on that agent, would she be wrong? Would she have been wrong if somebody tried to break into her vehicle and she would have fired on him? Would she have been wrong, MAGA? That's the question y'all need to answer. Because y'all quick to say, oh, this and that. No. If she would have opened fire and used her Second Amendment right, would she have been wrong? Because if you can't answer that question, then you need to shut the fuck up about anything else you got to say. Plain and simple. You can't show your face? I don't know who the fuck you are. Everybody's buying this shit off of Temu. And imagine the fact that it was a white woman also that was an American citizen. This wasn't an immigrant. This wasn't a criminal. This was a person that was trying to get out the way because she was trying to do a U-turn. But if you notice, there's a car in front of her. So instead of being able to drive away completely, she had to turn. And then the funny thing is when you see the video, you can see the feet of the officer were not in front of the vehicle. Oh, mind you, funny how DHS, MAGA, Fox News, Newsmax don't show the video of the front view. Interesting, isn't it? Interesting that they're not showing the positioning of the officer, which was not in front of the vehicle. They didn't show that angle. Oh, MAGA didn't see that, right? Because you saw what your content creator that you've been watching this whole time, that you believe everything that comes out their mouth, that they never retract anything. Because damn, that's crazy to always listen to somebody that never retracts any statement they make. But that's the funny part about MAGA. That's the funny part, that you have MAGA here, and it was just like, hey, MAGA, do you think for yourself? Because the first thing y'all always say is, y'all Second Amendment. What up, Vegas? Yeah, it's like y'all always want to talk about the Second Amendment, but when it comes to the actual usage of it, then y'all start getting quiet. Use the Second Amendment. Oh, don't tread on me. I got my weapons over my dead body. You know all that talk y'all give? Y'all know all the talk y'all give. Where's it at? Appreciate you, Vegas. As like I said, if y'all haven't followed me before here and y'all new here, go on YouTube, because I know I'm going to be mass reported today, because what I got to say, I'm not going to hold back and I'm not going to filter. Because MAGA, y'all pieces of shit. Because this isn't the first instance that we have of an ICE agent killing somebody. This isn't the first. This isn't the first time. This is now the second time. And just so happened that, remember when that DHS or Proud Boy or IDFs, whatever you want to call them, remember that the last time that this happened, the footage when it was going to court just magically disappeared. Just magically disappeared. The day before the trial, the body cam footage just disappeared. Because remember, DHS and Kristi Noem also stated that in that first incident, that the person was severely injured. And then when the body cam of local enforcement came out, it showed that the guy had a little scratch on his leg. So the Department of Homeland Security, Kristi Noem, lied on national television, stating that the reason that they fired upon said person was because he was attacking them and was about to run them over, and that officer had severe damage. Y'all remember that? Or no, Mecca doesn't remember that because Fox News didn't make a whole hype about it. You notice also, check any Republican outlet right now. MAGA. I'm going to tell MAGA because this is where you get your information from, right? Go to any one of your Republican thing. Get any one of your Republican thing. Who, like, you gotta be, the thing is you gotta be stupid. I'm sorry. In order to see that somebody was trying to break into your car. Somebody was trying to snatch you out of your car. Please tell me, what I'm trying to figure out is, there was no immigrants there. ICE didn't have anybody detained. ICE hadn't even stopped anybody. So where exactly was she impeding ICE? You notice that nobody had been arrested? So how is it that she was detaining and stopping ICE? Everybody saw the video. This vehicle is parked and is being blocked by a vehicle in front of her. And somehow, y'all didn't see this. Funny, and the thing is MAGA, now y'all forensics, right? Y'all all know the forensics and stuff. But then when the video shows it that the guy was to the side of the vehicle, you can even see when you slow down the video. You can see when you slow down the video. You can see that you slow down the video, that the wheels ain't even facing the officer. You can, how are you in front of the vehicle when the wheel is turned and you can see both his feet? So how exactly was he gonna get hit if his feet were not in front of the vehicle? Why didn't she comply to what exactly? What was she supposed to comply to? What law? You know what's funny? MAGA. What law was she breaking? MAGA. What law was she breaking? I say again, MAGA, what law was she breaking? Damn, did all of them, what law? It's funny. Not one of you people, because I know all of y'all Second Amendment nuts, right? Not one of you can tell me what law she was breaking. So you mean to tell me somebody was going to get snatched out of their car without breaking the law? But that's okay. That to y'all, that's okay, right? That's okay, right, Mega? Because what law was she breaking? You notice how DHS never made any statement about the law she was breaking. She was an American citizen. She was a white American citizen. You notice how Fox News never said any of that in any of their tags? You notice how every single one of Newsmax and Fox News, not one of them did you see on any one of their titles say U.S. American citizen fatally shot by ICE. You notice that? Ain't that crazy? Ain't that crazy? Yet the same time, it was supposedly self-defense. What law did that lady break? Because you haven't heard of what she was doing. She didn't break no law, but you were just gonna snatch her out her vehicle? If it was that much of danger, if she would if that officer, if that ICE agent was in such danger, why didn't both of them shoot? Why didn't the one that was trying to yank the door open shoot also? Interesting, right? Interesting. So only one of them decided to fire, but the one that was pulling the door chose not to fire. Oh, and like I said, if y'all new here, please follow me on the other thing. Y'all see the title up top. Y'all see it up there? Go and check me out there, cause most of the time I know I'm gonna get fucking reported for speaking on this and asking these questions. Cause you know MAGA's not gonna enjoy the fact that they're being proven stupid. So please, if I just happen to get kicked off and you notice that I'm mass reported or anything, I'm continuing to be live on the other red and white app. Because these are the questions that we need to be asking. Because why didn't the second officer shoot? Why didn't the one that actually initiated the issue shoot? Because this guy wasn't even in the area. This guy was off to the side. And then all of a sudden you have one person show up. Hmm. MAGA, look, the thing about I love about MAGA being in here right now is that y'all still haven't been able to tell me what law she was breaking. What law was that lady breaking? What law was that lady breaking that would need to be thing? The, what law was she breaking? No, because you were trying to snatch a person out their vehicle without breaking the law. And this happened the last time this happened also. Y'all forgot about that also? Remember the last person that got killed by ICE? Y'all forgot about that person? The person that was so severely injured because they were supposedly being having a vehicle used as a way of hurting them, and they were severely injured and all they had was a scratch on their leg? Y'all remember that? Or do y'all remember the fact that when it went to court or was going to court, the previous day somehow they lost all the footage? So you mean to tell me that it's okay for ICE, which is not law enforcement, to go and snatch somebody out of a vehicle when they haven't broken the law? That's interesting, isn't it? That's interesting. But like I said, MAGA, since y'all know so much, you haven't been able to tell me what law she broke. You haven't been able to tell me why she was about to be snatched out her car. You haven't even been able to tell me that if she used her Second Amendment right and would have blasted that dude, would she have been in the wrong? Hmm. Okay. So I'm supposed to believe MAGA, the people that don't even know how the law works, don't know how the Constitution works. Supposedly now y'all know how law enforcement works? Y'all were the same dumbasses that didn't know how tariffs operated. But now all of a sudden you law enforcement fucking geniuses. Now all of a sudden you know the law. Who are y'all kidding? Did you MAGA probably doesn't even know that it was a white American citizen that got shot. Did you know that, MAGA? Did you know that? It wasn't an immigrant. It wasn't a Somalian. Imagine that. Imagine that. I know y'all were probably thinking the first thing, oh my God, this had to have been a Somalian that did this. I love how MAGA thinks that is just like you're a bot and you gotta keep on doing that, right? It was just like what duties were being performed with a lady that was stopped in the middle of the fucking street? Who were you fucking interrogating? Who was ICE? You notice how ICE didn't interrogate anybody? You notice how ICE didn't capture anybody? How is it that you weren't able to capture anybody? I'm gonna tell you right now, MAGA. If you can't answer none of these questions and you request up, you gonna get dropped. Cause I'm not here for your bullshit. You already full of shit the whole fucking time. You can't explain what law she was breaking. You can't explain what she was doing. You can't explain why the officer that was actually pulling on the door didn't pull his firearm and fire. And then, but mind you this. Then after the officer shot, not officer, the DA, the ICE person shot her, he didn't allow anybody to render care. They were actually trying to mace the person that was trying to assist and get to the fucking woman in the car. That's crazy, isn't it? That's crazy though. But y'all support the rule of law, but the rule of law doesn't say that you shoot somebody and then you don't render care, especially when you know you weren't in the fucking process. No law was broken because Kristi Noem would have been the first one to say she was breaking the law because, they got to cover her ass and she has to cover her agents for murdering somebody. The first thing they always say is self-defense. They said self-defense in the last case where they shot that dude in Chicago. And the cam footage showed that it wasn't self-defense. And none of the officers were in danger. So it's funny because it's self-defense for him, but not self-defense for a woman that was about to get snatched out her car that wasn't doing anything. Because everybody's like, oh, she wasn't. Why wouldn't you let the guy move? There was a vehicle in front. Where did you think she was going to go? Where did you think she was going to go, MAGA? Did you forget there was a vehicle in the front? Did you forget that the officer wasn't even in front of the vehicle? Because damn, if it was self-defense, at least hit the dude, right? You're going to tell me it's self-defense, but you didn't even get hit by the vehicle? How are you in such danger that the vehicle didn't even hit you and you fired upon. You had, imagine that you were in so much danger that you had a clear shot at shooting her in the face. Man, I gotta love MAGA for being so fucking stupid. You don't even know the fucking law. You can't tell me what she was doing wrong. No. See? No, the thing is Fox News, your favorite Republican grifter content creators, are showing you the view and not the front view or the side view. The problem is with MAGA is that there's people with phones in the street and there's multiple angles. Multiple angles. From the front, the side, the back. I even tried posting a couple of them, and you know what TikTok said to me? Ineligible for recommendation. Or it didn't even want to let me load up. What's up, BK? But yeah, let's talk about CNN. No, CNN showed the view. And then there's other views. Because you know why? Only dumbass MAGA pays attention to only right wing and doesn't actually look to see. In a world where everybody has a fucking phone, you mean to tell me that the only visual that you got was the one angle? You gotta be stupid. I'm sorry, that's beyond stupid. That the only angle you saw was the angle that they actually showed you, but you didn't look for any other angles. You didn't see nothing else, right? What's up, Cobra? You know what's funny, MAGA? If she would have shot that ICE officer, would she be in the wrong? I want to see what y'all MAGA idiots say. If she would have fired upon that police officer and defended herself, would she have been wrong? Oh, so now if she would have been defending herself, that wouldn't have been right, right? That would have been a problem. That would have been a problem. But now, since it's on her side, MAGA's like, oh my god, the police department this, the police department that. Wasn't even a police department. So since when do ICE have the ability to act as law enforcement in a city and do a procedural stop? Because they can't make local stops. So why were they trying to arrest somebody that they still didn't even try to charge with anything or say that they were doing wrong? You know whose life was in danger? The fucking cop that pulled the fucking door first. He didn't fire. Did he fire? Did he fire? Oh, so he didn't fire anything. Oh, okay. That is funny because the thing is it's funny. You know what's funny? Y'all the ones that approved the Second Amendment, right? But if she would have used it, she would have been wrong. She would have been wrong, right? She would have been wrong. So let's allow ICE now to just walk up and shoot American citizens. That's what y'all want, right? Y'all okay with that? Y'all okay with American citizens being shot by ICE? But still can't tell me what law she broke. Still can't tell me how a vehicle that is stopped in the middle of the road is interfering with anything. Mind you, she was separated from the fucking ICE officers ran to her vehicle. She was stopped. Ain't nobody, she didn't do shit. She was sitting there. And an ICE officer ran to her vehicle and tried to snatch her out. Y'all come up with anything, huh? So a stopped vehicle in the middle of the street was interfering with ICE. Explain that. Come on, man. You got to be able to come up with something that's worthwhile, not just, oh my God, you're a liberal. Classic. You don't get tired of using the same dumbass excuse. I'm not even a liberal. So what other excuse you got? The woman was sitting in the middle of the street. You notice? Let me guess. The video y'all saw, right, was when the officer was dodging, right? That's the only part that y'all saw on Fox News, right? That's the only part y'all saw. That's the only part. That's the only part. That's the only part Mega has seen. The part where he got hit and he fired. But not the part where she was just sitting there. And an ICE agent ran up to her car and tried to snatch her out of it. Now, if you are just sitting in your seat, right? You just sitting in your seat, and somebody comes and does it. You know what? This is look. This is what I love about it. It was just like, go watch Fox News. Matter of fact, aren't most of you dumbasses on Twitter, X, whatever you call it? Oh no, y'all don't have that because y'all too dumb to actually use a smartphone for what it's worth? Oh, so you only saw the Fox News thing. Or even better, you probably pay attention to what? The Hodge twins? That's who you pay attention to? That's who you probably get your information from, right? Some right-wing grifters? That's where you get all your shit from? Damn, that's crazy. That's crazy that you don't know how to say anything else. If you can explain any of it, jump in the live. You can request up. Request up and explain yourself. Why is it that all the people that supposedly know what's going on can't actually speak on it? See, look, what did I say? 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 Another dumbass that listens to the Hodge twins. Who are the Hodge twins again? Oh, the only black people that you see that actually support your stupidity? Oh, that makes sense. That makes so much sense. You found a bunch of black creators that actually listen and follow your stupidity, so you think what they're saying is what is happening. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Like, look how much of a clown you just made yourself look like. Straight up clown. Damn, bro, you want to be even more racist? You want to be even more racist on here? Besides the fact that you don't know the law, now you want to be racist? What's up, Jeanette? That's crazy. Not only do you not know the law, but now you're a racist also because I want to be a black creator? Who the fuck said I was black? Well, let me guess. We all look the same? So it's funny. You'll listen to the Hodge twins, but then you won't listen to me. Why is that? But still here, right? It's not even that. The thing is it fits their narrative. It fits their stupidity. Imagine the fact that you're still here listening to me. It's because you know I'm right. Because otherwise, you would probably be on the Hodge twins' nuts right now watching what they got to say. You notice how they don't go live when they say this shit? You notice how they only post a video or a picture? You never see the Hodge twins going on live trying to explain it and having somebody on. Because I'm inviting y'all to come up to explain yourselves, to say what it was. You notice how they never, you notice how y'all always listen to people, y'all always listen to these grifters that never show their face or come up with nothing. And it's just like, come on, bro. Come on, bro. These motherfuckers will act stupid the whole fucking time and not know what's going on. Yes, ICE did refuse to let the woman get first aid. Because that's the thing. Fox News and Newsmax ain't showing Republicans that video. You can find that on X. How the guy that was approaching with the phone that was going to try to render some help was actually told by an ICE agent that they were about to get pepper sprayed. Mind you, ICE themselves didn't even try to render aid. Isn't that interesting? Isn't that crazy? But yes, MAGA, come on, explain yourself. Oh, that's right. MAGA doesn't have the capability to actually explain themselves, so they want to refer to being keyboard warriors. Isn't that the typical MAGA? Typical MAGA. They listen to the right-wing grifters, and then they believe everything the right grifters say. They actually believe Kristi Noem was, this was self-defense. And it was just like, but it wasn't self-defense the other time, was it either? You know that Chicago dude that got shot too? But it was different then because, you know, he was an immigrant. But, you know, the body cam footage showed that they were lying. So they lied on a report stating that he was severely injured. Mind you, the dude only had a scratch. And with that one was a little bit different. Because with that one, I will say, that one was self-defense. Because that DHS officer was in front of the car. That DHS officer actually got run over. He got hit by the car and he went flying. This guy managed to fucking juke a vehicle, not get hit, and then still be able to fire? Mind you, the other officer that was behind him didn't try to shoot either, because he knew that would be excessive force. Any other excuses, MAGA? Anything else you can come up with to fulfill your bullshit? To fulfill your grifting? No? That's crazy. That's crazy, right? Like I said, make sure to follow me on YouTube here. Y'all don't do no gifts. I don't want no gifts here. No gifts here. Follow me on YouTube. If y'all want to support, follow me on YouTube. There's no need for gifts here. This is just speaking on the facts. There's no gifts here when people are being murdered in the fucking street because you hire people that don't know what the fuck they're doing. Because you got people here that are ICE agents that aren't properly trained. Oh, did y'all see? Oh, hold on. Did y'all also see the other video I published? Where ICE takes a pepper spray gun and shoots the black guy in the face? Did y'all see that? Or y'all didn't see that? MAGA, you didn't see that one, right? You didn't see that one? Classic. Let me guess. Fox News didn't tell you about that. Oh, y'all can check my. Just go. Y'all can leave the live. Go to my page. See the first video I got left. Not the disability one. That's for the veterans. That's for veterans and their pay. Check out the. Just check out my latest video. See how a person got shot in the face. Knowing damn well you are not supposed to use that at that close range or shoot anybody in the face with it. And this isn't the first time that happened. You remember that pastor that got shot in the head also? Oh, y'all didn't see that one either. Let me guess. MAGA only sees what Fox News gives him. What law did she break? No, it was not a rubber bullet. It was a pepper spray bullet. You see the dude. The dude is literally the distance that I am from my camera, my camera here, to my face, and shot at point blank range. Watch the video, MAGA. MAGA don't act. See, but then if I tell him to watch that video, MAGA's gonna be like, "Oh my God, that's not true. He deserved it. They shouldn't have done that." I was just like, then MAGA will come up with any fucking excuse. But using a fucking weapon of that usage is not meant to be used on a person. It is meant to be shot into the ground to disperse an area. It is not meant to be shot directly at people. The same way with the rubber bullets. You are not supposed to fire at the person in the face. You ain't supposed to fire it at them. You're supposed to shoot it into the ground so that it bounces, it hits off of them. But you wouldn't know that, right? It's just like you haven't even like you haven't seen any of the videos that anybody else has shown, but you've only seen what the Hodgsons told you, right? The people that don't go live. Damn. Well, where's all y'all right-wing creators at right now? Let me explain it to you, dumb fuck. She was a white American citizen. That's how I know you're ignorant. That's how I know MAGA doesn't know what the fuck they talking about. That's how I know MAGA is so full of fucking shit. The woman was a white woman, which is an American fucking citizen. What's your excuse now? What, she shouldn't have been in the country? As a citizen, she shouldn't be in there? You got people going through your neighborhood snatching people up, but then at the same time, oh, here goes racist again. He got quiet at the fact that he got called out stupid, but it was just like, black people don't care about dumbasses like you. It's not that they don't care about white people. They don't care about you. They don't care about dumbasses like you. Because dumbasses like you are the ones that would be okay with a black person having this happen to them. Because you know what's funny? That person that shot that black dude in the face, look at this dude. It's always it's always look, it's always a minority that hasn't had anything done for them that defends racism. The same people that would throw you and lock you up first, even though you want to be a coon, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I was like, how does being an Oreo feel like? You don't even stand for your own people. You don't even try to back your own people. You don't even try to represent your own people. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy? You're a minority and you're okay with this? Imagine the fact that it wasn't even a minority or an illegal, or, you know what I was expecting to hear from Fox News? A Somalian person was, oh, it wasn't. It was a white lady. You notice how, hey, MAGA, explain this, right? How come every single title that you Republican MAGA grifters has does not state that she was a white citizen? What you hiding? I thought y'all was transparent. I thought y'all were the party of law and order. I thought y'all were the most transparent people you can find. But yet when y'all reporting on it, y'all don't say it's a white American woman? That's crazy. That's crazy. And y'all want to talk about being divisive? The divisive group that can't even state that it was a white American that just got murdered. Y'all just want to say, oh no. And the funny thing is if you look at a lot of these supposed right-wing grifters, right? Look at how all of them make sure to not mention she was a white American woman, a white US citizen. Find me a Republican content creator that actually produced that information. Because right now, I know most of MAGA is in uproar right now because they probably feel that it was a fucking Somalian, or it was an undocumented person, or an illegal, or whatever fucking name you want to call somebody that you just racist towards. Because the other thing I've always asked MAGA that you somehow don't know how to answer is, how do you know a person's undocumented? How do you know a person's illegal? MAGA's never been able to answer that question through this whole time period of ICE, all this nonsense. You can't tell me what an illegal documented person looks like. What does an illegal person look like, MAGA? Because are white citizens illegal too now, according to y'all? Because according to y'all, that's what's happened, right? You know what's funny? That's a Gen X. That's a great statement right there. You notice how ICE has been able to do their job the past couple of decades, and we never heard of ICE killing anybody? Even during the Biden administration, people were getting deported. Nobody got shot. Even during Trump's first administration, ICE was deporting people and rounding them up, and nobody got shot. So please tell me how you are having people that aren't going through training because you're just signing people up. So American citizens getting shot. You notice how look at this. Look at this. Look at you notice this? You notice how quiet MAGA got in the chat, y'all? Y'all notice how quiet MAGA got in the chat when you asked them to tell you what an undocumented or an illegal person looks like. Notice how quiet they got? Oh, what was that, MAGA? Oh, now y'all quiet? Now, now you can't say nothing. Let me guess. Joe Biden was at fault for this? It was Joe Biden, right? Like, y'all can't even. And then the funny thing about MAGA is that they want to get mad at the fact that there was just like you call them racist, but then they can't explain how they're not. Why is it that these ICE agents are covering their faces? Why is it when that officer shot, you saw the other officers running back to their vehicle? If the officer was in so much danger, wouldn't they have approached that vehicle to make sure the person was out? One of your fellow, I can't even call them federal officers because you don't know if they are or not because they never provide an identification. So one of your fellow pieces of shit, because that's the only thing you can call them, decides to fire upon another vehicle, right? Yet no other officer thought to shoot also. That's weird, ain't it? The man was in such a threat. The man was under such a threat that he decided to fire by himself. Yet the officer that was right next to him also, that was in danger. Ain't nobody to look. The stupidity about MAGA is that you want to say that y'all trying to deport people. The people you have deported have not been criminals. Over 70% of the people that you have snatched off the street, snatched out of courtrooms, tried to snatch out of schools, tried to get into fucking daycares, tried to get into any fucking building you can, have no criminal record. Donald Trump decided to put a state of emergency because there was so much Venezuelan gang activity. Yet none of this gang activity has a record. But then again, MAGA, how do you know they're not here? Crucitos. That's what I'm Crucitos. It was like you can't tell me that. Like, MAGA, come on. See, that's why MAGA gets quiet, and that's why fucking TikTok. That's why I tell y'all, if y'all wanna support me, follow me and watch me on YouTube. Cause here I get limited. Follow me. Yeah, if y'all want to follow me here, follow me here. Appreciate it. You don't have to gift if you here. That's the one thing. You don't have to gift if you here. You can give me a heart me. I'm okay with that. I don't want any other gifts. If you want to support me, follow me on YouTube. Because the thing is these people will try to silence me. MAGA will get mad and start mass reporting me. They'll try to say I'm bullying them or harassing them with the truth. Shit, just yesterday, 2 days ago, I got reported 6 times in one live. I even got banned in one, and I had to restart my shit. Because they get so upset at the fact that they don't know how to answer. They don't know how to comprehend. They don't know how to think for themselves. They always want to come in and grift. But if a MAGA creator says some shit like that, oh my God. It's all true. No source, no, you know, and the other thing is you notice how most of these right-wing content creators only have a picture and don't have the video. Is that a coincidence? Is that a just random coincidence that all these MAGA creators and all these right-wing creators only show you a still picture but don't show you the actual full video of what's happening? Or don't show you the actual different angles that's going on? No, that's not a coincidence. Did I just notice that myself? Did I just notice that myself? How many right-wing creators do you see right now talking about this and defending it? Like actually live doing it. Because here I am. I got that's the thing. That's the funny thing about MAGA. You saw a still picture or you saw the one video that Fox News or Newsmax is pushing out. Because I was on Facebook and I seen like fucking 4 posts of Fox News within an hour trying to change up the fucking talking point, just trying to say, oh, I even saw one that said violent, what was it? Violent protester. Violent protester tries to run over DHS officer. That was the headline MAGA used. A woman that was sitting in her fucking car was a violent threat to somebody. But then the thing is you know how funny? You know what's funny is just like, if that lady would have been carrying and she fired upon somebody that tried to break her out of her own vehicle, would she be in the wrong? And the first thing MAGA's gonna say is like, yeah, she would be wrong. She would be. So what the fuck is the Second Amendment for that y'all want to jock ride the whole fucking time? Everybody's like, she should have complied. MAGA's like, she should have complied. To what order? To what law did she break? What law did she break? Because you're not going to tell me, you're not going to tell me that she was obstructing justice when the DHS came out of their vehicle. What were they fucking doing through their fucking vehicle that they were obstructing justice? That's how I know y'all stupid. So somebody was See, the difference is, bitch, you get shot before you touch me. That's the difference. That's the difference. The thing is MAGA thinks that it's okay for them to make threats. So if you make a threat towards me, obstructing what from the officers? What? How do you obstruct? How do you conduct an investigation in any kind of fucking police matter from the inside of your fucking car? How stupid are you? How stupid are you? How the I'm stopping the police from doing their job by sitting in my car. And then having them jump out of their car to come try to pull me out of my car. If that was the case, really, if she was obstructing, right, and the wife was on the other side, right, why didn't that officer come to the other side and try to get the wife out? If they were both obstructing, they were both in the vehicle, right? He was on the other side of the vehicle, supposedly, right? Because that's where he was, right? The thing is that these people, Christy fucking dumbass looking like a gnome, has to cover her ass because they did this the last time. They did this the last time in Chicago when that guy got shot. That one, I will say, was actually self-defense. But then they lied and said that the fucking officer was in serious condition, and that's why he fired. So the guy only had a scratch on him. Look, what I say? What I say, y'all? What I say? What did I say? Your live is not eligible for recommendation and restricted in search results for the next 10 minutes. Because your live does not comply with your For You feed eligibility standards under our community guidelines. Reason, harassment and bullying. Like I said, y'all, go follow me on YouTube. Watch me on YouTube because I already got a restriction. Have I said anything to bully anybody? Have I said anything harassing anyone? Have I said anything that would cause me to get a thing? I got threatened. I got threatened. I got threatened on this. And I'm getting a restriction. I'm getting restricted. That's why I say, if you go, this is my @ that is my @ on my other the YouTube. You can watch it there. It's in full screen, 4K. You don't get this little small angle. You get to see the whole thing, and we don't got to worry about bots reporting me for speaking the truth. Because I just got threatened on my live. That one right there, the one I just posted at Just Cruise On, that's where I just posted it at. Everybody that was in here just saw how I was just threatened. But I received a notification. I received a restriction. I am supposedly bullying. Yet somebody just threatened my life. It's like it's crazy to me because the thing is like, so you mean to tell me people are coming into my live mad at the fact that I'm speaking the truth and then being bullied by the truth? Being bullied by harassment? The truth is harassing you? The truth that you unintelligent dumb fucks can't understand. This is why they want to censor people. This is why they don't want people to speak out on it. Because the thing is if you don't allow me to speak the truth, other people can't hear it. If you are here reporting me for nonsense, for threatening me, you're reporting for threatening me. I must be doing a good job of actually saying what actually is happening and not filling it with bullshit or adding some bullshit rhetoric or making sure to leave out the important parts, right? Because the important part would be to state, oh, it was a white American woman, which was a U.S. citizen. But let's keep that out of the headline. Right? We don't want that. We want MAGA to think that they were an illegal running away. We want to portray it in a way where when all of our dumbass grifters and our dumbass people view it, they're going to first think it was an immigrant. So that way, in their head, it's already growing that this person shouldn't have been doing what they were doing. I'm not stupid. MAGA is. That's why they do it. Because, like I said, go and check every other fucking MAGA right-wing fucking news media channel and tell me which one of them says it was a white American citizen that got shot in the face. But remember how they like to say, right? It's the liberals that want. Liberals want this. What are these ICE agents right now? Because you just had an extra how many agents? It was just like, can we see the paperwork of all these people graduating? Because if you notice, with DHS, when was the last time you heard of any fucking, the largest class of fucking DHS agents graduating? You haven't heard that, have you? How the fuck have you added so many people? Because remember when the report came out that most of them were failing the exams? Oh, I forgot. MAGA doesn't hear that. because Fox News ain't reporting that. Right? See what I'm saying? You got training that takes at least the DHS and Customs Border Patrol training takes at least 4 months through the first process. And then I believe it's a couple of weeks after that. Y'all didn't start this whole cleaning up bullshit after that. Yes, I know, BK. They hired people that ain't got the job, ain't got no training. I can bet so much right now. I can bet you so much right now that dude didn't pass the test. I could just tell you right now that dude didn't pass the test. Because no other officer thought to actually fire upon that vehicle. No other officer. And shit, I'm a United States veteran too, so I know if somebody was shooting at my person or somebody was trying to run them over, I'm gonna shoot at them too. But nobody else thought to shoot. Shit, when the dude shot, you saw how bitch one of those ICE agents was that he dropped and he was like, oh shit. And then what happened with the other one? The other one that was, you know what's funny to me? Watch the video and see how the other guy that was actually trying to snatch the woman out the car walked away. Tried to remove himself from the location because he was like, oh shit, he shot. What agent you know walks away from something like that when it happens? He didn't stand there running. Watch all the videos. Don't watch what the news is giving you. Watch Twitter. Go on Twitter. People forget, like, yo, you know what the thing to me is like, MAGA's so dumb at the fact that you mean to tell me you only saw one angle? Who the fuck doesn't have a phone nowadays? Who the fuck else wasn't recording? Who the fuck else wasn't there? That you mean to tell me y'all only saw it was just like, oh my god, you just saw this. No. That motherfucker fired upon a fucking vehicle he wasn't supposed to fire upon. You can't tell me what law she was breaking because she was sitting in the vehicle. There was no people around her. Where was she supposed to go? Imagine that you get blocked off on a fucking street that you are trying to get through. And then you are the one that's obstructing justice. It's time for everybody to use their Second Amendment right. It's time for everyone to use their Second Amendment right. That's it. That's it. That's it. Because at this point, if a person is getting shot at, TikTok just notified you, crew. TikTok, Ty, I already got reported, man. You late. Is it freezing for anybody? Oh, so now they freezing me too? Like I said, y'all, switch over to YouTube. Switch over to YouTube. These people already tried to restrict me. They're already cutting off my life. Like, look, I have great internet. I have a beast of a computer that I'm running through this, and I'm perfectly fine on YouTube. So it's not that I'm lagging here. It's that they want me to lag here so that way somebody new comes in, they be like, oh, this shit look glitchy. This shit is stuttering. I don't want to watch this. How many people got fucking quality like this when they stream? This isn't just a bullshit setup. So the fact that my shit, that's why I put it up there. Check YouTube if I disconnect to start lagging. Cause look, Vegas, my moderator's on YouTube also. The amount of times on TikTok that I have been censored, banned, supposedly for misinformation or bullying, as I just got restricted for, even though I was just threatened. Must be doing something right, huh? I must be saying shit that they don't want to hear. I must be talking about the things that most people haven't looked at or haven't thought of. Because MAGA is in there. Yeah, you can share, but the thing is they trying to hesitate me from, they trying to stop me from talking. That's why I say, if anything, on the other app, on the other red and white app, the red and white app with the little thing, y'all can watch me there. It's in 4K. You ain't gonna have these people trying to block me or these people trying to report me. Because I just got fucking threatened and I got reported for fucking bullying. I got threatened on the live. But I got requested for bullying. Appreciate you, Ohio. Appreciate you, Vegas. If you're watching me on thing, it's a wide screen. You see the wide screen of it. It's not me just clouded up here. And yes, and that's why I say, if y'all watch me on the other app, I'm still not monetized on that one, but I can receive revenue from y'all watching me there. Y'all don't have to gift here. The only thing I ask for, if ever, is a heartbeat. That's it. Y'all don't have to gift here. I'm not here to get gifts. I'm not here to make money off of it. Give the money to somebody that needs it. Give it to some of these cancer patients. Give it to the people that are going to need it now after all the stupidity this administration is doing. If y'all want to support me, watch me on YouTube. Subscribe there. Get me to 500 followers and chat there, put messages in there, like the stream, do it that way. Here, y'all already see I'm trying to be restricted when I'm talking the truth, because MAGA gets upset at the fact that people with actual intellect, people with actual thought process, people that actually know how to analyze things, make them look foolish, make them look stupid, make them look ignorant and racist as they fucking are. Because you're not going to tell me with this situation that this situation is okay. You just not. Only dumb fucking MAGA that want to put shit on there, that's what is going on. That's what it's going off of. That's what they're basically doing. Because you have to change the rhetoric for these dumbasses to forget about what's going on. You have to forget the fucking analysis. You have to forget the fucking talking point. You have to forget about the Epstein files. I ain't forget. I ain't forget at all. Them shits was due weeks ago. But you know, I gotta make it that Somalian fraud is so bad that we have to send Somalians over there, that we have to send 2,000 extra agents to Minnesota. And within 2 days of you having these agents, somebody's already died? Who did you send? Was this a trained DHS person? Or was it some random MAGA grifting nut that decided to do that? Because like I said, even the police enforcement, when was the last time you heard of somebody getting shot? Imagine getting shot in your vehicle when you were sitting in your vehicle. Where's the obstruction of justice? What was she obstructing? MAGA can't come up with a fucking viable answer. It was self-defense. Self-defense for what? What was he doing? What was he doing? What was he doing? Then you got these dumbass statements. She was charging at him. What cutout video did MAGA show you? What cutout video did Newsmax show you? Or Fox News? Or the Hodge twins? Or I would say Charlie Kirk, but he ain't around anymore. So where else did you see this stupidity? Because you can see the plain video where her wheels are turned away from the off. Imagine that you are going to get hit by a vehicle, but I can see both your feet outside of the vehicle. Imagine that. How the fuck you in front of the vehicle, but I can see both your feet? How the fuck can I see both your feet? I can see both your feet, but you were in front of the vehicle. How the fuck how do you explain that, MAGA? How the fuck do you explain being in front of a vehicle, but you standing to the side and you pop off on the side like? There was ice on each side, yet only one of them chose to fire, and then the other one that was actually pulling the door was running away from the scene already. Because he's like, oh shit, I don't want to be caught in this. Ain't that crazy? It's called stepping back and shooting simultaneously. That's how I know you're stupid and can't see. Because if you watch the video, he was already on the side of the vehicle when he decided to fire. Yes, I know Ohio. It's like, come on, man, you can't come up with a viable reason. What law was she breaking? What law was she breaking? Within her car. What law was she breaking within her car? With her wife in the car. What law was she breaking? What law was she breaking? It's funny because they come in strong, but then it's just to talk shit. It was just like, it's like, damn, it got awfully quiet, right? You see how quiet it gets when MAGA comes in to try to talk nonsense, and then it's just like you ask them to explain themselves, and then it's just like, you got this guy, support you. It's just like, go ahead and support him. You know what? Why don't you join, Mark? Why don't you join? How are you trying to support people that you wouldn't even do your shit for because you're too scared? Like, come on. imagine, imagine being this stupid. Imagine that. Imagine that. Imagine that somehow this is the first ever instance. Hey, MAGA, can you tell me what other instance you have ever been able to see that somebody was obstructing justice by sitting in their fucking car parked? How do you obstruct justice from within your vehicle? You obstructed justice by sitting in your vehicle, that was parked. Yet you had to have an agent walk up to your vehicle and try to yank the door open. So how are you obstructing justice if you weren't in the way of the police officers or them at any point? Mind you, the fucking stupid shit that MAGA wants to say is just like, she was blocking traffic with her vehicle. Did you not realize that the vehicle in front of her was an ICE vehicle? So who was blocking who in? Oh, y'all forgot there was a vehicle in front, right? Y'all forgot that there was a vehicle in the front? Oh, so she was obstructing justice because DHS decided to block her in and she was trying to turn and leave and make a U-turn to go. But then the person tried to snatch her out her vehicle. Yet she was obstructing justice. Like, damn, it gets crazier and crazier to see how dumb, ignorant, and not knowing what the fuck you talking about MAGA does. MAGA just open their mouth because somebody told them, oh my God, she was breaking the law from her car. If she was trying to get out of a location that was blocked off by DHS, what part of her breaking the law was she doing that? See, look. You gotta find dumbasses. Yeah, come out prematurely. It's funny how none of your right-wing grifting, dick-sucking, too stupid to fucking think for themselves fucking creators have mentioned that she's a white fucking American. Why is that? Damn. Damn, that's crazy, huh? Not one right-wing media has said she's a white American. Ain't that crazy? Y'all been saying she was a violent protester. Ain't that crazy? Oh, what you thought? You thought you was gonna come in here and people were just gonna disregard the fact that you were stupid? That you can't think for yourself? Bro, I think they need to put like a fucking education restriction on fucking TikTok. Like, yo, if you didn't pass high school, you shouldn't be allowed on this app. Because clearly critical thinking and fucking visual analysis is not your forte. Shit, any legislator, anything is not your forte. Anything that leads to you reading makes no sense to y'all. Jeanette, the funny part about it is that when you watch the video from the front, the DH officer ain't in front of the vehicle. But they didn't show you that one. They didn't show you that. Fox News and all the media made sure. Let's just give him the angle where it looks like he's about to get hit, but you can still see his feet. Let's show how the other officer was also in danger, but he didn't shoot his weapon. Why is that? The one that actually opened or tried to open the door. MAGA can't explain. Yo, MAGA, if you can't tell me what law she was breaking while sitting in her car, that means she wasn't obstructing justice. She wasn't obstructing anything. If you can't tell me what law she was breaking that she needed to be yanked out of her car, this dumbass. Which lawful order was she not following? The one that was being yelled from the guy inside of the other car? Was that the law she was breaking? Because I don't know. When's the last time you seen a cop tell you to do something from inside their car and you can't listen to him? Oh, that's right. A woman was trying to make a U-turn out of the area because the vehicle in front of her was DHS and was blocking her. So she was actually trying to leave the area because she's a white American citizen that shouldn't be rounded up, but then somehow she was breaking the law. Everybody's like, she was told several times. How's it? Explain to me how you're supposed to move when you're driving forward and there's a DHS vehicle blocking you in front of it. Or did you not say that gray Suburban that was parked in front of her? What was she supposed to do? Ram the thing? She was supposed to ram the thing, right? She was supposed to ram the vehicle to get out the way, right? Is that look, the thing is that MAGA's gonna come up with any excuse possible. MAGA's gonna come with any excuse possible. Any excuse possible. All these questions I've been asking have been legit questions. I'm telling you, if y'all follow me on YouTube and watch it on YouTube, it looks way better. You get a full screen, it's in 4K, there's no lag, there's no dumbass MAGA bots that just decide to show up and talk nonsense because they don't know what they're doing. Go on YouTube and follow me there. If y'all want to support me, follow me on YouTube. Watch me through YouTube. Because over here, they're going to censor me. That's it. Because look at the video I posted, right? I posted a video talking about this, right? Let me see. I'm going to check right now on my thing. I'm going to check. I posted the vehicle. I posted the video. I posted the photo of the guy. If you go into my bio, I have my disability pay video. I have the video of DHS after the incident shooting a pepper spray ball into a black guy's face. And then after that one, I have the picture of the murderer. And you know what TikTok said? TikTok decided to say it's ineligible for recommendation. Mind you, it's a masked dude. It's just a picture of his head. But it's ineligible for recommendation. Why would a picture be ineligible for recommendation? You're a federal agent. This is public information. Why would you try to hide who this person is that just committed a murder in broad daylight? Crazy, isn't it? That's why I say it looks better. It looks better on the other on YouTube because the thing is there's less restrictions, and the thing is when I'm live, like I said, I've been doing this for a couple of years. People have been like my moderator, Lizette, Jeanette. A lot of people that have been here have known me for a long time, and they know I'm not full of shit. Everything I say is direct, honest, and factual. And if I'm wrong, I will be the first one to apologize and tell ya I was wrong about something. But I get restricted here way too much. Because MAGA come in here. I picked it. It was just like people that have been following me for some time have followed me for a reason because I'm going to give you a concept and a thought process that you probably didn't think of or something that the media is not trying to portray. Because like I said, look at every single Republican, MAGA, anything, and tell me which one of them says she was a white American. Because that's how they divide you. That's how they get the influence of these dumbass Republicans. That's how they get the influence of MAGA. Because the thing is if you already start, oh yeah, they flagging left-wing content and they're not paying the left-wing creators. The thing is I'm not left-wing. I'm a fucking American. I'm a United States veteran. I served this country. I love this country. I don't pick which side is fucking. When something's wrong, it's wrong. Having somebody killed in broad daylight because supposedly they were trying to run you over, knowing damn well they weren't, and they were trying to get away. Because if she really wanted to run the dude over, she wouldn't have turned the wheel. If she really wanted to run somebody over, why would she turn the wheel? If she was trying to run the man over, why would she turn the fucking wheel? Meg will come up with some dumb shit. It's because she don't know how to drive. Or, come on, bro. Like, come on. Y'all so full of shit. Y'all can't even lie properly. You can't even lie properly and talk about the fucking issue because the thing is you too ignorant to do it. Like, why the fuck would you turn the wheel if you want to hit somebody? Y'all always come up with some dumbass shit. Was he supposed to was he supposed to read her mind? No, you're supposed to be a fucking police officer that has some sort of fucking training and understands that even though that vehicle was there and you were not in the way, you are not supposed to fucking fire on a vehicle that's fleeing, especially in a place that you are conducting a supposed raid, which she supposedly stopped y'all from doing, even though she was sitting in her car. It was just like I said, people ain't watching the video because what are they showing? They'll show the still shot of the officer, but then they won't show all the different angles because they need to put that rhetoric so they can make it seem like. And then I have this dumbass bitch of Kristi Noem. Domestic terrorism? Yet you killed an American citizen? And you want to call that domestic terrorism? They got to push that rhetoric. Why? Because MAGA's too stupid and slow to understand it. MAGA's too stupid and slow to understand it. Because the thing is like I said, if that lady would have been carrying and she fired upon that dude for trying to break her out of her car, would she be in the wrong? If she used her Second Amendment right to defend herself from a vehicle or from a person that was trying to snatch her out the car, that's why I say it was just like when I start talking like this, TikTok will start trying to fucking make sure that my internet is glitchy. My internet is not glitchy. My setup is not glitchy. My fucking my computer's worth enough that I will not glitch. My camera is worth enough that y'all see me in this quality. My internet is made sure to make sure I can do this, stream to TikTok, stream to YouTube, stream to Twitch, stream everywhere. So if y'all see me start lagging or start glitching, check me out on the other one because they're just trying to slow me the fuck down because it's making too much sense. I'm making too much sense. They don't like that. They don't want to have their algorithm keep pushing more people to me. They don't want the algorithm to push more people to me because then I start putting shit in people's heads that they didn't think about. Look, the people on YouTube are basically saying, they're like, yo, it looks good, it's fine here. No glitching, no nothing. No stuttering, like. It was like they get mad at the fact when you have people that actually have common sense and know what they're talking about. Because the thing is that messes up their rhetoric. Because like I said, check any fucking right-wing media outlet and see if they mention that she was a U.S. citizen. They haven't mentioned that. Yeah, I know on you, Jeanette, I know. It's just these people. It's like, look, the thing that they're having now is that me and my moderator Vegas are here fucking blocking all these right-wing fucking idiots that are just bots talking shit. So since they can't find a way to report me because I'm not letting them stay in here, they got to try to slow my internet down or slow my shit there. That's the easiest way for them to do it. It's the easiest way for them to do it. Because then that way I can't speak. And there's like, look, are you going to stay and watch a video that's fucking all jittery and fucking staticky and fucking glitching? No, you're going to be like, damn, that's some good quality, but I can't understand what he's saying because he keeps on getting cut off. YouTube ain't doing that shit to me. It's not even push the evidence in the face, because the thing is the right-wing media isn't going to push that. Look at this whole thing with the Somalians. It was already debunked that Nick Shirley was a fraud. Did you see any right-wing media say that? Did you see any right-wing media show he was a fraud? Oh, yet again, did you see any right-wing media mention the fact that she was a white lady that was running the nonprofits that was filtering and laundering all the money? You didn't hear that, did you? You didn't hear that, huh? Nick Shirley just happened to skip over that part, right? Such an investigative fucking reporter that just happened to skip out the part where people have already been convicted, she's already jailed, and they already found this information out. Ain't that crazy? Let me guess, you. It was just like, the funny part is that Joe Biden's administration, the FBI raided, and that's where the convictions came from the fraud. Because Joe Biden's administration caught them. Nick Shirley is just regurgitating bullshit. In the same way, you say, oh shit, you went 5K. I told you, it's better over there. NBC didn't say she was. They're not saying that because they need to keep the rhetoric. They need to keep it that DHS has the ability to stop people however they please. So that's why they have to push it this way, that they're not mentioning that the person is a fucking white American. Nobody has seen it. But then check out the right-wing grifting content creators, how they are stating that, oh my God. You know what's great? I seen one that says she was a violent protester. And then you see all the fucking comments. A right-wing, dumbass fucking MAGA. Like, she deserved it. Some of them were like, she should have been in the country legally. What? She's an American citizen. She had her wife in the car with her. She wasn't even alone in the car. It was like MAGA has no fucking morals. MAGA has no morals till they get affected. MAGA will believe anything that comes out. Anything that comes out. Just because Fox News said it. Just because Kristi Noem, the bitch that was painting the wrong side of the fucking fence black, made a press conference. Painting the wrong side of the fence. Because, it's black, so, it'll get hotter. Like, this dumb bitch don't know about gloves? Like, who the fuck hires these people? It's like, how do you... They did it again, y'all. They did it again. I got hit with another one. Your live is not eligible for recommendation and restricted in search results because your live does not comply with the For You feed eligibility standards under our community guidelines. Reason, again, harassment and bullying. Who have I harassed? Who have I bullied? The crazy thing is that TikTok didn't even censor the guy, restrict the guy, or block the guy that threatened me on this live. I got threatened on my own live. And I had to mute him and I had to block him. But somehow I'm getting my live restricted for harassment and bullying. That's why I say, y'all, if y'all want, I appreciate everybody that's on YouTube. I appreciate y'all following me on YouTube. Because I don't get censored on YouTube. YouTube just lets me fucking stream and it's in better fucking quality. It was like, you mad at what? It was just like I'm bullying you because I'm telling the truth. That's a first for me. Well, it's not a first here because TikTok always does it. It was just like, you decide to report me for telling you the truth. You decide to tell me and get mad at the fact. Oh no, yeah, that's what it is, Jojo. I was like, Magda's allowed to say and do whatever they want, but when you push back, soft. Quickest ever, because they just decide, you know what? We're not going to do this, right? We're going to try to censor this guy because this guy's making too much fucking sense. This guy is pointing out the facts that most people ain't pointing out. He's pointing out the ignorance and the lack of fucking identification that's coming from the right-wing MAGA media. Because like I said, you see, I'm telling you, it looks way better on YouTube. It's a better thing on YouTube. They get mad at the fact that I am trying to talk about like, it's just I beat you to it, Vegas. I blocked them before you could. I blocked them before you could. Yeah, but that's the whole thing. They own the app now, so they can control who they want to push out and who you don't. Because everything I've said has been correct. But they don't like that. They don't like somebody that goes and speaks on the truth. They don't like the fact that they get called out on their ignorance. They don't like that they get called out on their lies. They don't talk about the little small truths that they have that they extort and make a lie. Case in point, Nick Shirley. Case in point, Charlie Kirk. Case in point, Joe Rogan. Notice how all these right-wing grifting content creators never come back and say, my bad, I was wrong. My bad, I'm going to delete that video because it was wrong. Because they grifting so much. Imagine being told regurgitated news and you act like it's not real. Imagine the fact that you want to say, right? Because remember, we just kidnapped the president from another country that was indicted by a federal court in New York, right? Which was legit, because it's legit. But then the same court indicted Donald Trump for fraud, but that wasn't real? So a person that isn't even in this country got indicted. That wasn't real. Well, that was real. But then the indictment of somebody here in the country doesn't populate. That one wasn't real. This whole time, everything has continued to what? Push away these Epstein files. We invaded another country because we didn't want to let the list out. The same day the list was due, we just so happened to have an operation to take over another country and take their oil. Now, I don't think this was done on purpose. This was just an untrained DHS officer in thing. And like I said, to prove my point that these people are not properly trained and don't know what they're doing and are just people that have weapons, check out the last video I posted. I had to take that video from someone on YouTube because I knew I wasn't going to find it on TikTok. And that video shows a DHS officer firing a pepper gun at point blank range into a person's face. MAGA hasn't seen that one. MAGA doesn't even know about it. That one I would say was more self-defense than anything because the dude actually grabbed the DHS guy. But you ain't supposed to use any of those weapons on a person directly. Pepper spray is meant to be shot into an open area or into an area or the ground to then disperse itself to disperse a crowd. It is never used directly on somebody. The same way with rubber bullets. Rubber bullets, you are not supposed to fire them directly at anybody. You are supposed to fire them in front of them so that it bounces and hit them and it doesn't hit with the same force. It was just like the reason I know he wasn't legit and those ain't legit is because look at the training. The legit DHS officers, the ones that have been doing this for some time, are the ones that aren't scared to show their face. Those are the ones that show up because they know they're actually there. And you notice those are always the ones that don't put their hands on anybody. They let the masked ones do it. Because they know, fuck, if I get caught, I ain't gonna do this. But if I let this dumbass do it, oh, now my audio is glitching? Damn. You can't repost. Damn, they really trying to... they really trying to censor me now. They got me on full censor. My audio's glitching. My video's glitching. Hey man, go on YouTube. Go on YouTube. Check me out on YouTube. Watch me on YouTube. If y'all here, I appreciate y'all finding me on TikTok. But if you want this without glitching, without supposed audio problems, go on to YouTube because YouTube is not gonna censor me like that. Oh no, Rose, they're not gonna let you repost me because I got restricted for bullying. Know how crazy? That's what I'm saying. You see how crazy they try to censor me? I got up to what? I was up to like 150 fucking people, and then all of a sudden I got a restriction, and then 100 people just disappeared. The more sense I start talking, the more these people would be like, yo, we need to shut this motherfucker up. Like, damn. It's like this dude is annoying. Why does dude know so much? Why he talk like this? Why is he so unfiltered? It was just like, we need him to... It was just like, imagine if I was ignorant. God. And this is just talking sense. Because that's the other thing also. TikTok don't like pushing me to a lot of people because I don't ask. Oh, congratulations, Rose. Congratulations on 100% P&T. Congratulations. See, that's the good news I like to hear. I like to hear good news like that. But it's just like, look at that. The thing is look, I found it. I appreciate I can help in whichever way possible. I appreciate that, Rose. I appreciate that. I'm glad you found me, and I'm glad I was able to help you with your stuff, man. That's all I want to do. That's how I want to be known, as a person that's helping people. I'm not here to do the gifts and all that shit. Everybody, a lot of people, a lot of these content creators want to come here and grift. I want to talk the facts. I want to talk the truth. I want to ask the questions that everybody else is scared to ask. That's what it is. I'm not scared to ask these questions, and I'm not stupid like these people to just tolerate and accept everything that you say. I'm gonna question things. Because the thing is the portrayal and the way the media is portraying it, like, if I go on my Facebook. If y'all seen the post on Facebook that Fox News has, Newsmax has, all this shit, and it's just like, that's how you find me on YouTube. I was just like, better quality, better, no interruptions, no nothing. It's just like, that's it. I have my other pages and my veteran page, but this page is just basically because the thing is I needed to provide a fucking backup to myself, because the thing is I've been censored on this app too fucking much. Like, look at the fact that I got 16,000 followers and most of my views only get 300 views, even though I speak on these issues. And I ask these questions that people don't get. Lack of training. Well, that's the thing. Lack of proper training is evident. Because look, anybody here that's a service member, anybody here that's a veteran, knows rules of engagement, ROE. And they know that you will not be able to fire upon anybody unless that person actually raised their weapon and pointed it at you. Then you would be able to fire. If the person had the weapon on them and they look like a threat, you still wouldn't be able to fire upon them. Now, if you're going to say that a person was a threat in a vehicle that was parked, that you try to snatch out of, yet the person you can clearly see turn the fucking wheel. Turn the wheel. Because if I'm trying to run somebody over, I'm going to run somebody over. I'm not going to turn my wheel away from them. I'm going full on. Full on. I'm not going to turn the wheel. I'm not going to try to avoid the person if I'm trying to hit them with the vehicle. It was just like, you know when somebody's driving towards you. Plain and simple. Shit, I'm from New York City. I know when I'm about to get hit in the city. If I try to cross the street when I ain't supposed to, I might get hit by a car if I get too close to it. But the thing is that's how you know it was is not proper training, because MAGA can't explain why she was boxed in by the car in front of her. The lady was trying to do a U-turn to get out of the area, because you know why? She was a U.S. American citizen that had nothing to do with the fucking shit. But the vehicle in front stopped her. Then the vehicle in the back basically closed in on her, got out the vehicle. So what law was being broken? If you can't tell me a law that was being broken by sitting in your fucking car. Because if it was a traffic violation, that means they would have needed police officers to cite her. Because they can't cite her. Because they don't have the jurisdiction to cite her for a traffic offense. She was in her own vehicle. The one that jumped out the car, because remember, her vehicle was parked. And then the other vehicle came moving. It wasn't like the other vehicle stopped and was stopped. The other vehicle drove up, then stopped, then proceeded to try to open her car. Yet that police officer didn't open fire. That's not weird? If you would have told me the lady was carrying, self-defense would have been a better excuse. If you would have seen she was packing. The thing is that's the thing. TikTok don't want people to listen to fucking facts. They want people to keep on pushing the same rhetoric and the same bullshit. Like I said, once it's in your head, once it's already in your head that you think that person did wrong, it takes a lot to try to convince you otherwise. It takes a lot to convince you. Once you've already have it ingrained in your head that this person was a violent protester, she was obstructing justice, she was stopping them from doing their job, MAGA, the first thing they start thinking of is just like, oh my God, she deserved it. She shouldn't have been doing it. But then when they actually, because you know they're not going to watch the video, they're just going to go off of whatever dumbass they heard the information from that's saying that. And then they're going to go off of that. And then people are going to look at it and be like, wow, she was sitting in her car obstructing justice by sitting in her car. The other part is like, even if that lady was following them, she was stopped. So who was she following? She couldn't move forward because there was a vehicle that DHS had blocking her from getting out of there. But then you decide to turn the wheel away from a federal officer. The federal officer's first thought process was to shoot at the vehicle from on the side of the vehicle. So it wasn't even like you were in danger of getting run over directly. You shot from the side. Was there necessary force there? Because remember, this is the same issue that happened last time in Chicago when that immigrant was gunned down. And they said that the officer was in critical condition. He was so hurt. He was in so much pain and so hurt. But then you saw the body cam footage of the fucking police officer showing that he only had a scratch on his leg. So where's the severely injured person that you lied about to try to justify shooting somebody? Because it's the same way now. Now it's self-defense. If a vehicle, imagine saying I'm getting run over because a vehicle's charging at me and I'm at point blank range. Point blank range. Wheels turn to the side. You notice how fast she wasn't going when she was trying to run him over? I seen that too. How fast she was going when she was attempting to run him over. Like, come on, man. It's getting to the point where it's just like, I'm sorry, y'all. Everybody needs to use their Second Amendment. Everybody needs to use their Second Amendment. That's I'm a United States veteran, and I believe everybody should carry. But at this point, even if it's not a conceal and carry, I don't give a fuck at this point. It don't matter if it's conceal and carry or not. You should have a weapon. Because who knows when's the next time somebody's going to try to run up on your car. It's just a sad state because the thing is you remove this division of people and federal agents doing their job if you charge that asshole with murder. Nobody's trying to impede people unless you know you're trying to kidnap people that don't deserve to be kidnapped. those people that haven't committed crimes, those people that are not the worst of the worst, those ones that you want to send to a different country for being citizens or basically documented immigrants. Because the thing is if they came here legally and their shit expired, they are still documented immigrants because they're still paying taxes. But then again, MAGA can't tell you what an undocumented person looks like. Am I an undocumented person? Can you tell by the way I speak? O por si acaso le tengo que hablar en español para que ellos crean que soy inmigrante, porque no saben lo que estoy diciendo. I could do that too. Am I considered an immigrant? Because I can speak a second language? Or because I'm brown? Which one is it? Because what you mean to tell me is that now said Walter's going to activate the National Guard. Because at this point, the thing is that ICE isn't listening to anything. You can produce the information, you can produce the documents. They just want to lock you up. I'm sorry. You're not just going to lock me up. The reason that's it. You're not just going to lock me up because I'm an American citizen. I'm an American veteran. I know my rights. And you're not just going to pull me over because you think you can. You're not going to tell me that I'm obstructing justice because I'm sitting in my fucking car. You're not going to tell me I'm obstructing justice when you are blocking me in on the street that I am trying to get out of. You are not going to tell me that I am doing this when I continue to see that ICE agents that are not properly trained are breaking the law, using excessive force, using the weapons they have against unarmed fucking people, and you're not going to tell me that these people know what the fuck they doing. It's just not going to happen that way. And I know that's going to be the process going forward. It's a scary place to be in this country right now. Because you got just as many dumbasses believing that ICE is doing what they're supposed to be doing without any fucking accountability. Shit, none of this administration has any accountability. And you have all these right-wing MAGA idiots believing that what they're doing and their accountability is correct. Like I said, we've had a foreign president be arrested before anybody on the Epstein list has been. We have people in this country that are working their jobs, paying fucking taxes, being a good part of society, being snatched up off the street before proven fucking child predators and pedophiles have been locked up. MAGA, don't talk to me about accountability. Don't talk about law and order. Don't talk about you being the ones that know what the fuck y'all doing. Because there's evidence, there's documentation, there's pictures, there's all sorts of shit that has shown the people that are on the fucking Epstein list. Until this day, we still haven't had a motherfucking person be locked up off of that list. Mind you, 2 people were caught child trafficking, Ghislaine Maxwell and Epstein. And you haven't seen anybody get locked up. But the undocumented workers are the problem. The undocumented population that you are snatching out of work. The same ones that beat you out of a job. So basically you stating that they have a job are worse with no convictions, nothing wrong, are worse than these child pedophiles, predators, and traffickers? Y'all got no morals to fucking stand on. Y'all too bitch made to fucking say anything. Y'all got too much Trump dick sucking fucking syndrome that y'all don't understand how y'all been lied to, and y'all protecting people that would do the same shit to your fucking kids. MAGA fucking disgusts me. Y'all the reason why this country is the shit it is. It's not liberals. It's not progressives. It's not the trans. Because every single one of y'all defended these people. Every single one of y'all doesn't want to hold them accountable. That means you're part of the problem too. Because there was no violence with this lady. This lady was sitting in her car and she got gunned down by an agent that didn't know what the fuck he was doing and wasn't properly trained. Yet these are the people that you supposedly want to have administering justice. People that themselves can't hold accountable. Y'all just pieces of shit. That's all it is. There's no way to go around that. TikTok, since I know you listening, fuck you too. You try to censor the people that actually want to talk about the real things that are going on in this country. You censor the people that give out the proper information. You censor the people that aren't so far up y'all asses in believing every single bullshit you want to portray, every single thing you want to push, everything you want to talk of. Excessive force is necessary and used when excessive force is granted and needed. When a person is trying to tell the truth and a person gets and that's the crazy thing. That's just like for me to get restricted on TikTok after I got threatened on TikTok says enough. Like I said, if y'all haven't followed me on YouTube, please make sure to do so. Every time I am live here, excuse me. Every time that I am live on TikTok, I am live on YouTube. I will keep on having this thing up here so that people know that. Oh, I know, Vegas. This isn't the first time I've been threatened. I've been threatened multiple times on this. And I told them the same way they want to talk about fuck around and find out, they can come find out. Best believe you won't put your hands on me. You won't even get close. But that's okay. Some people want to be ignorant. Some people want to be racist. Some people have no morals. Some people have no thought process. Some people just ain't intelligent enough. Your time will come. And I'm not saying in a bad way, but your awakening will come. Whether it's when your family needs health care, whether it's you can't afford groceries, whether you get snatched up yourself because you were an idiot. It all fall into place. It's gonna come. Karma's a bitch. best believe people are going to make sure that once y'all get out of there, once y'all no longer in power, y'all going to realize how much y'all got screwed. You can't say a lot. YouTube will probably have its censorship also. The problem is that with YouTube, people go to YouTube after they find that a person has a YouTube. Because I've been posting most of the videos I've had on TikTok, but most people don't find that. But as you can see, if you're on YouTube, you can see it's clear as day. You haven't had no glitches. You haven't had no stuttering. You haven't had any problems on YouTube. But on TikTok, this massive platform that wants you to go live and, advertise to go live and, put the live incentive on there. When you do go, they try to restrict you and ban you and try to say that you're doing shit that you're not doing just to hinder your ability to grow. That's okay though. That's not going to stop me. Y'all already know I'm not going to stop. Y'all already know I'm going to continue to call out the stupidity. They already know what's coming. Donald Trump knows he's going to get impeached. Oh, Vegas, also, shout out to Virginia for voting that Democrat back in. Shout out to, what is it, Mike Jones, I think it was? Shout out to Virginia, another Democrat in place. It's going to happen. These midterms is going to come. And like I tell people, put someone new in there. Everybody that's in office now, every Democrat that has been doing all this bullshit, talking about, we don't have the votes, we don't have nothing. We're going to have Pam Bondi arrested for obstructing and breaking the law. And here their bitch asses haven't done anything about it. And it's been how many days already since she hasn't done what the law told her to do? Clean house. I mean, clean house. If they were running before, make sure we find somebody to replace them. Gotta replace them. No matter what state, no matter who it is, replace them. Get some young blood in there. Get somebody in their 30s, 40s. Somebody that ain't taking lobbying money and actually cares for the people. Actually grew up with the people. Actually knows what the struggle is of being a person in this country. Because if they're a billionaire or a millionaire, they ain't working multiple jobs. They ain't struggling with health care. They ain't on SNAP benefits. They're not worried about you. They're worried about you making them less money. They're not concerned with you surviving. Hopefully, things like this, incidents like this, opens the eyes to more people that change needs to happen. Because you still got these fucking child pedophiles running wild. They haven't been locked up. They haven't been castrated. They haven't even been arrested. Not even indicted. But here we are, right? Now we're shooting civilians. But that's all I got for today. That's all I got for today, y'all. Appreciate everybody that went over to YouTube. Like I said, every single time we'll go live, we'll continue to go on YouTube. Continue to follow me there. Continue to watch me there. I need 500 followers, I believe, and I need about 3,000 watch hours, which is a lot. But then As always, y'all don't need to donate here. Yeah, don't. If you want to, that's on you. That's something that is not required here. Here, I do this because it has to be said and it has to be spoken on. But on YouTube, once I get affiliated there, if y'all watch from there, I can get revenue made from there. TikTok don't pay you unless y'all give money, and I don't want y'all money. Save your hard-earned money. Spend it on somebody that really needs it. Spend it on that cancer patient. Spend it on that person that you see is going through chemo. Spend it through that person that's needing an organ replacement or something like that. Spend the money on those people. Promote those people. Me, all you got to do is watch. I'm going to do this shit for free. Same thing with the veteran stuff. If you're a veteran and you need help, even if you're a piece of shit MAGA, I'll help you. Because you're a veteran first. Say something stupid, I'll fuck your whole life up. I'll make sure your shit ain't right. But yeah, as always, be good to one another. Take care of one another. Look out for one another. Love one another. And stay marvelous while doing it, y'all. I appreciate y'all. Y'all take care. Hopefully tomorrow is not more negative news for me to fucking get mad at and come up and talk about. So, appreciate y'all. You have a good rest of y'all evening. Love y'all. Take care. Peace. YouTube, as always, appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all all traveling and migrating over here. I appreciate that a lot. Can't say that enough. Thank you for doing that. Like I said, we'll keep on trying to grow this, and hopefully we can grow a bigger population so that way I can keep on spreading all this information to people, so that way we're not being restricted or try to be controlled via TikTok. Because as y'all saw, y'all see the difference between me streaming there and me streaming on here. Quality's better, audio's better, everything is just better because I'm not being restricted. But as always, appreciate y'all. Y'all be safe, stay safe, and keep fighting the good fight.